Welcome back to 843 TV. We're here now with Mr. John Strother. He is the broker in charge here at Spring Island Realty. Thank you for being with us again.
My pleasure, always.
So we always have something super fancy to talk about, but the community highlight before we start talking about the beautiful property here are the results of the trust house. Last episode you shared a really interesting story about an island philanthropist and his donation to the Spring Island Trust. So tell everybody a little bit about that and what happened. How did that pan out?
Well, this is a really fantastic story. Mr. Joe Williams, who was the first president of the trust, donated a home to the trust. He had lived here for 20 years. He ran a big corporation from here, and he just loved Spring Island and the mission.
That's very generous.
It is, and he just said, well, here you go. And so we gave everybody about 2 weeks to look at the home and give us some bids, and we sold it for over $1 million over the listing price. We had 6 people that bid on it, and of those 6 people, 3 people bought, maybe not bought that, but they bought other properties here in Spring Island. So it was just a great exercise.
Success on more than one level, then, obviously.
It was just a tremendous success, and for him to do that, what a great guy to just to do that.
Yeah.
You know, just out of his just sheer love of Spring Island. I have never seen a place or been in contact with so many people that feel so passionately about where they live.
It's like a part of the family in some ways.
Well, it is. These just strong bonds are made, and it is. It's a big family.
We're coming up on 25 years, right? The 25th anniversary. Tell us about that.
Yeah, we just had that. Celebration. We just finished out redecorating and renovating the River House, which is our dining venue. So we had, generations, as many as 4 generations here, and the place was packed. Couldn't get in to eat in the River House,
It's a good problem to have.
Yeah, I know. The response was great, and there were just people everywhere.
Well, it's such a good time to move to Spring Island now because it is kind of like, I'm not going to say it's built out, but the amenities are kind of built out. There's so many things now over the 25-year span. They've kind of figured out what works and what doesn't work. So everything here is kind of perfect.
Well, it is, and the strange thing is like I've done most of my career here in this area starting out places. Mm-hmm. So you start out with this beautiful place, and everybody's like, "Oh, it's so beautiful," and then to make room for the houses, all the beauty goes away.
Yes.
But here. I was talking to Mark Mooney. He did our video for us on our website. You go there, it's a beautiful video, and he's been in the Hilton Head area for 30 years. He did the first video here. He stayed here for 10 days. Mm-hmm. And so I was saying, well, do you need a map on where to go? And he said, no, I know exactly where to go. I was here for 10 days 25 years ago. This place has hardly changed at all.
Yeah.
And that's, you know what you're getting.
And it's been done correctly if 25 years later they still know where everything is.
And that's kind of an extension of Fraser's dream in Hilton Head. Hilton Head's right down the road.
Yes.
It's kind of an extension of that almost, the same kind of philosophy.
It is because Jim Chapin started with Charles Fraser, and just great visionary, both of them.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of something that's been preserved, being a part or becoming a part of Spring Island, our home site feature is Lot 12 on 12 Fox Squirrel Court. Tell everybody about that home site.
This is 6 acres and it has 800 feet on the marsh. Now, to put that in perspective, most marsh front lots in this area have maybe 100 feet. So this has 800 feet.
Whoa.
That's almost a quarter of a mile.
Yeah.
So, and the lot is faced like this with a tidal creek coming up the center. So you could build a house looking at the sunset, looking at the sunrise, a wing coming over this tidal creek with, oaks going down into the marsh, as the tide comes in, these beautiful scenes, palmetto trees, oak trees everywhere. It's just an amazing compound that somebody can create something really incredible there.
That sounds like a truly rare opportunity to be able to have all that mixed into one property.
It is. It's over 6 acres, and it's long, so you can have this just beautiful long house. And it's $795. It's a great buy, and
Well, that's the thing about marsh views and water views. There's only so many of them.
I know, and we have
anywhere.
such great, yeah, we have such great marsh here too. Half the marshes in South Carolina are here in Beaufort County.
Wow.
And,
Really?
yes.
I didn't realize that. Well, I guess
Yeah.
that makes sense though.
Moving away from the home site to the home feature,
Uh-huh.
tell us about that. I said 4 Walker House Drive.
Oh, 4 Walker House Drive. Now this is a really neat piece of property. It's on the other side of the island from the Fox Squirrel. It's facing the sunsets. And it's one of the first houses here, and it's where Jim Chafin housed his guests. It would come over here. They'd come over on the barge.
Wow.
They'd go there.
Yeah.
And so it has 4 master suites in it, a kitchen. It's a real nice thing. And the people who bought it added another wing to it, which is a master suite and all this. And it's all connected by this breezeway with nothing but windows out on the marsh. And this house would be perfect for a large family or 2 families to own. It's 5 bedrooms, 5,000 square feet, marsh front, big oyster pit out there for oyster roast. Just walk over to the shrimp pond to go fishing in the shrimp pond, or walk over to the post office, the River House, the fitness center. It's an amazing piece of property. It's a little older, but I mean, it has character and has held the test of time. It's 5,000 square feet, and it's only $1,349. $1,349,000.
Just to clarify that.
Just there's a dot in there.
Well, that sounds really cool. I like having the access, walking distance to some of those awesome amenities that you all have here.
Yeah, it's perfect for second home or vacation, or just living every day.
Yeah, that's great. Well, thank you so much for being with us. We've enjoyed another beautiful setting here in Spring Island, and love hearing about the real estate that's available.
Yeah, well, thanks for coming.
Absolutely.
We really appreciate it.
Thank you for watching 843 TV.
Where communities come to speak.